Here is a question I've asked myself many times and that I still get oftentimes. Should I be afraid of repeating myself? And the answer is bluntly no. Don't be afraid. Actually, I would encourage you to repeat yourself on and on, over and over, for several reasons. First of all, repetition is how you practice and hone your thinking, right? The more you explore an idea, the more you're going to go into different details, give it different examples, add facets to it, and really dig deeper. Countless times I went back to my content and some posts that I had published, or articles that I had written, or videos that I had recorded, and noticed that after watching it again, I wanted to add more to it. So the more you repeat your content, the more you repeat your ideas, the better they get, in fact, to, until you move on, until you've really explored everything you could say. But there's quite a bit of potential here, quite a bit of time before you get there. The second reason is, when you repeat your ideas, you maximize your reach, right? People who may have missed your note, again, your post, your content, your video, you're giving them a chance to actually see it, right? And so we live in a very busy and distracted world. And so when you repeat your ideas, you make them pop several times on the timeline of people's attention. So I highly encourage you to maximize the number of places where this idea will come. Of course, you may want to contextualize the same idea. If you're posting on LinkedIn, maybe the same idea doesn't show up the same way on Twitter, where you have less space, for instance, or on YouTube, where you can record longer videos. And the third reason is because to really believe in something, the human brain follows a process that takes time. First of all, when you see something new, you get to acknowledge it. You're aware. Oh, here is such and such writing about this. Oh, okay. I didn't know this person thought that. So you are becoming aware first, and And the first thing you're trying to do is to understand. So that's the first stage. But even to get to that first stage, it may require 2, 3, X amount of times before we get there. The second stage, and where repetition really comes handy, is to start really understanding and accepting the idea that you share with people. Oh, I just saw you say that again, and I remember you saying this a few months ago. Oh, now I really see what you're trying to say, and I'm starting to really accept that idea that used to be a little odd, because I realized that I didn't really fully understand what you meant, but now I see it. I'm starting to see your perspective. And then the third stage, and why repetition is so critical, is because now we start believing in the ideas that you have to share, right? Believing in something requires that thing to show up on and on, over and over. One story I want to share with you is when I moved to the United States. Even after a few years that I had been living here, and I was fully integrated, I had immigrated, I was established, my residence was here. Some of my new friends, new acquaintances came to me and say, oh, now I'm really starting to really believe that this is what you want. You want to stay in this country. And I was shocked. I was shocked because, yes. And they had thought that after maybe a while, maybe a few months or a few years, I wanted to move back to France, which was possible. But my intent was really to stay here. And I realized at that moment, how critical it is to repeat and show up consistently and show to people that you are there for good. You are serious about your expertise, and you are serious about what you mean. And you can only do that if you repeat yourself. So again, don't be afraid to repeat yourself. It's a good thing. Practice it, doing in different formats, explore, add, tweak, modify, evolve, and enjoy this process.